That's a good one, buddy. I got up there.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Kill! The key up. The key up. The biggest lesson that I learned last night in Jacksonville, Florida, of the 25-state, 38-day Salvation Army Fight for Good tour. Good tour was the key up. The exhale of emotion, of breath, of volume, of electricity and energy. That is so critical to a successful Taekwondo experience. And that's what I was blessed to have last night in Jacksonville on a Monday night, again in Florida. And as you'll see here in a moment, we're not in Florida anymore as we kick off the last full week of the Fight for Good tour. We put on the dobok. So I have a new Taekwondo uniform called the dobok. Nick was explaining to me how to properly put it on, how not to be facing the elders, the grandmaster in the room while you're adjusting the belt and straightening things out. To say that I learned quickly would be an understatement. I was immediately thrown into the fire, so to speak. They knew what to expect. I had no idea. I was very wide-eyed, as I think you can see in a lot of these videos that I'll show you here.
Wait a second! That's trying to show me! How old are you? I'm only 18. No, I'm 30. I'm 38.
Oh my gosh, she's
I was very quickly taught how to throw kicks. And then there was more. Then it just kept going. I had no idea that the Grandmaster was serious when he expressed his intention to break a block of wood over my head. And then it happened. But boy, this was a super fun, super interesting, super exciting experience. And really, really cool to see how the Salvation Army is partnering, to provide this experience for the community. It's really, really special to see something different and exciting and cool and interesting. And speaking of, welcome to Falls Park in Greenville, South Carolina in 2014 into 2015. This is where I lived, and this is where I started my original South Carolina, 50 states in 100 days. To the Grandmaster, to Nick, to Kelly, to everyone that I met, to the majors, to the officers, to the staff members, everyone in Jacksonville, thank you for an incredible experience. I regret that I couldn't stay longer. Greenville, South Carolina, I regret that I can't stay here longer. This trip is flying by. And I just encourage you to remember that lesson of the kill. If I can keep one thing in your mind from Jacksonville, Florida, and from that Taekwondo class with the Grandmaster and with Nick, it would be that. To remember to brace yourself, to exhale, because you never know what you're going to get hit with. And when you're along the Fight for Good, and especially when you're on the Fight for Good tour, taking the kicks yourself, it can hurt. Life can be painful. Speak out, express yourself. Kill! Do it. Kill! Tighten up your abs, tighten up your core. Because I didn't expect to get hit in the head with a board last night. I didn't expect to get knocked to the ground by a 16-year-old named Martin, who, I'll leave you with this quote too. And you said after we finished the line there, what did you come over and tell me after you kicked me?
I know that. I just want him to remember that I didn't kick him nearly as hard as I want to. Master Nate said that you have to hold back a little bit, and you can't kick him that hard, but kick him hard enough to show him some love.
You got me pretty good.
I believe I did.
Thank you so much, buddy.
No problem.
And this really comes full circle with my favorite quote from this entire trip, which came from Independence, Missouri, when we were filling out the forms for the intake at the shelter in Independence. Stop number 3. The one quote that has stuck with me throughout this entire Fight for Good tour, all the way through. I asked her about if she ever felt in danger, if she ever felt worried about the people that were coming in, about any circumstances that were taking place at the shelter. And she looks at me straight in the eye and goes, "Chris, don't mistake our kindness for weakness. Chris, don't mistake our kindness for weakness." Here we are. The fight goes on. The Fight for Good tour goes on. Jacksonville, Florida, thank you. Greenville, South Carolina. Stay tuned, there's a lot more Fight for Good tour to come. I've missed you so much. It's good to be back home.